Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Sat Sri Akal. Good afternoon. We are standing here today, people of all faiths and none, standing shoulder to shoulder with our brothers and sisters in Manchester and in London, to say with one voice, not in our name. Because the reality is that the perpetrators of these terrorist attacks did this attack not in the name of Islam, but as the enemies of Islam. This was an attack on our country. This was an attack on our citizens. This was an attack aimed at undermining Islam, not strengthening Islam. Because we are in the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan, when real Muslims are fasting from 3 a.m. till 10 p.m. Fasting for what purpose? Fasting so we can learn what it's like for those less fortunate, so we can understand what it's like to live with hardship, so we can focus on charity and helping those less fortunate here at home or indeed abroad. Real Muslims weren't wreaking havoc on the streets of London. Real Muslims were at home breaking their fasts with their family. Real Muslims were in the mosques reading their Taraweeh. Real Muslims were at home getting ready for their Seri. Real Muslims were with their families and thinking about other citizens. They weren't perpetrating hate. And we've got to say that loudly and proudly. And on the days of those terrorist attacks, the real Muslims weren't the terrorists. The real Muslims were the people driving those taxis who turned off their meters to help people get home. The real Muslims were those that opened their doors to give shelters to the people that were suffering. The real Muslims were the paramedics, the nurses, the doctors who were treating the victims. The real Muslims were the carry-out and the restaurant owners that opened their premises to feed the emergency services. They are the real Muslims, not the terrorists. And people have mentioned a lot about foreign policy today. It's important that we speak out against the terrorists, but we should also speak out against those that terrorise. Whether that be people in Kashmir that are terrorised, whether that be people in Palestine and in Gaza and the West Bank that are terrorised, whether that be people in Iraq and Afghanistan that are terrorised, whether that people be in Lahore, Islamabad that are terrorised, whether that be people in Syria that are terrorised, whether that be people right around the world who every single day are terrorised, live in fear because of bombs coming from above and people saying in the name of peace that they're acting in these wars. We should speak out against all forms of terrorism and terrorists. Because only if we end the double standard, only if we're truly in the principles of peace, unity, solidarity and equality, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Jew, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Sikh, whether you're an atheist, every life being equal, only then can we truly say that we stand for humanity. Because our real faith, whether you're a Muslim or any other faith, our religion teaches us to stand up against injustice, to stand up for equality, to stand up for fairness, to look out for those less fortunate, to stand up for peace and against hatred and against killing. And that's why, look around you, brothers and sisters. You're surrounded by people who are males, females, by Muslims, by non-Muslims, by people that are born in Scotland, people who have come from other parts of Scotland, people who are born elsewhere but have come here to make this their home. Each of us standing together, not in the name of faith, but in the name of humanity. And it's that principle that will defeat the terrorists. It's that principle that will defeat the haters. This, what we're showing today, is what the terrorists don't want. They want us to argue, they want us to fight, they want us to hate. We defeat them with love, we defeat them with peace, and we defeat them by challenging them head on with our values and our principles of unity and solidarity. Thank you.